Yes guys, and welcome back to a brand new video. Today's video we are going to be talking about the vault. So the vault is something that I think is quite underlooked, but if Sorare don't change too many things in the next, let's say 5-10 years, looking long term, even short term as well to be fair, I think the vault is honestly, like, there is real good value in boosting your vault quite early, which I mean, I'm going to talk about it in this video and some cheap options, but some players that can boost your vault for as cheap as possible. Basically, I'm going to show you a guy that has used a crazy boost. I'm not sure exactly what boost he's got. I think it was a 20% boost. I think he's got his vault at level 20. Now, don't get me wrong, this is a huge gallery, but this is just an example of what you could do, and you could do this in limited, in rare, or super rare, or whatever. So this guy basically came fourth. He's called Mamba with this lineup. Obviously, very good lineup. Usually, in this Eredivisie, in season, if you finish fourth, usually you'd win $400 and you'd win 250 essence. But because of his vault, he won an extra $898 this game week, and also won an extra 23 essence as well. So $900 extra, which is just mental. And that's just one team from 1 week. Honestly, every week you can find one of these. It mainly benefits your in-season teams, not as much with your classic. Your classic teams, your essence will get boosted, but there's not many cash rewards in classic. So if you go to a lot of his in-season teams, I mean even his rare teams, let's go to game week 1 for example. I was just looking through his lineups, and he's really focused on his boost. So as you can see there, he's got 8% boost on his limiteds. So if we find another in-season team, where's another like fairly successful in-season team that he's got, because the boosts are so worth it. And like I said, in this video I will jump into some cheap, like the cheapest sort of players that can boost your scores up. So here's some in-seasons. Where's he got some actual cash? $11 in MLS there. Come on, $17. Right, here we go, $33. So you get an extra $3 there, which is not incredible, but he's got a 10% boost there. I think I've got a level 6 boost in rare. So level 10 is quite good, to be fair. Quite a good little boost. It doesn't seem like he's had the best game week here. Come on, Mamba, sort your shit out. Sort your shit out. An awful lot of nothing. I'm trying to find an in-season team that's won him some cash, because as you saw before, the boost is crazy. And now, right, here we go. So you finish 11th here. So very similar team, it looks like. Very, very similar team, but 11th here, and he has won $392. But if he had no vault score, he would have just won $100. So he's won an extra $292 because of his vault. Now, the vault, of course, requires you to literally just seal cards. You can't sell them, you can't play them, but there is definitely a strategy with this. So I'll show you my vault. I've currently got a level 8 vault in limited, and I've got a level 6 vault in rare. I've just boosted them up a little bit. I will show you. I'll just filter by highest average score. I have just vaulted recently. I've vaulted Palmer, which is a little bit of a risk, and I also vaulted, I don't know where Saka is, I've also vaulted Saka. So Saka, these both give me the max score. So the max score you can get in the vault is 200 score. And I vaulted Saka because he's just got injured. He's out for about 4 to 5 weeks. So as he's coming back, I will unvault him, of course. And also Palmer as well. He's just got injured. He's most likely going to miss this weekend. The international break's coming up as well, so I doubt he'll play for England. So that was just an easy 400 points for me there. And I also did it in limited as well, because I own both Palmer and Saka, so they boosted my score real nicely. So for one strategy, that is a big strategy. If your player gets injured and they've got a big seal score and they're going to be out for a while, you may as well seal them, unless you want to panic sell, which I would not recommend. Yeah, get them sealed and they'll give you a real nice score. So as you can see, I've got a couple Palmers there sealed. I do have a Saka sealed somewhere. Happy days. But into the cheap strategy anyway, and I've not actually jumped into this yet, but if you do end up getting some winnings from the prize pool or something, or if you've got any spare cash, this is definitely a strategy you can do. So I've had quite a big look at the cheapest players to seal, and it tends to be the goalkeepers, starting goalkeepers. So we'll have a look at limited. I've actually got a notepad that I've actually written down a load of goalkeepers. I'll bring it onto here. It won't be on here for long, but it's quite small. But a lot of starting goalkeepers, and it tends to be, for the max score of 200, it tends to be around this £8 to £9 mark. It seems to be the cheapest possible price to get the 200 seal mark, which is quite good. So it depends how deep into this strategy you want to go. And like I said, long term wise, if you can get your vault to like level 20, long term, like the amount of wins you could get from that is crazy. So who did I have on there? Who was the cheapest? A bit Edison right now. So Edison, you can actually see the seal score. So as you can see, £8 for Edison. If you click into his card, and look, seal value, it just says there, seal value is 200. So 200 is the best score you can get. So you'll get 200 extra score in your vault with an Edison, who's only £8. So he's one of the cheapest players to vault at the minute. If any of you guys can find any cheap ones at £8, then do let me know. This guy called Batalla, so a lot of them are goalkeepers, like I said. So if I go back, Batalla, he's another starting goalkeeper. He's actually a little bit less than £8, so this guy's a bit cheaper than Edison. Oh well. And yeah, the only thing is, I will warn you, if you're new to vaulting and stuff like that, these do always change. So you might be watching this a month down the line, and they do change. So that's why it's key that if a player just gets injured, you want to seal them. If it is a big injury, you want to seal them ASAP. Otherwise, their seal value will definitely go down. But Batalla there, real good value, £7.50. So imagine you have a couple £100. I don't know how good of a strategy it's going to be, but you could go boost your vault score like crazy. If you want to buy a shit ton of Batallas, for example, get your vault up to a real nice level. I don't know how much it'd be, but if you put a couple £100 in there, if we're talking over the season and you're getting some big leaderboard scores, you could get a huge boost on a lot of your scores. So I think there's definitely a strategy to this. If you've got some excess cash, obviously you want to make sure your teams are good enough to hit the hit leaderboards and hit big cash. Obviously, like I said, it does benefit your in-season teams the best. This guy's about £8.62. He's the Leeds goalkeeper. He's 200 value. So as you can see, a lot of them are 200. So the way I found a lot of these keepers, by the way, pretty much just go with position goalkeeper. Get rid of Perry's name. So position goalkeeper, go to all, by the way, it doesn't have to be in season. And you can go to popular goalkeeper, filter by price. So you want to try find them around £8 to £9. If you can find any cheaper than that, of course, then happy days. Trafford I've already checked, I think. Let's have a look at De Graaf. He'd be big if he's 200. De Graaf, yeah, he's 50. So that's the thing. There's quite a lot of starting goalkeepers that are around that £6-7 mark. They're about 50 value. So I honestly think that Batalla guy for £7 something is real good value for sealing 200. So even Batalla, let's have a look in rare. Let me have a quick look at Lamens. I bet he'll be 200 if he's £8.60. He should be, yeah, he's 200 value. So let's have a quick rare in terms of, so at limited it's around £8 to £9. I've not actually looked at rares. Obviously it's going to be more expensive to get these up. You need a starting goalkeeper really. Let's filter it to that £30 mark and let's see what we can cook up. How much is it going to cost for a 200? Have we got a Batalla anywhere? Gaza. Let's have a look at Gaza because he's Girona's starting goalkeeper, but he did just get sent off. Oh god, his seal value is 20. That's terrible. Absolutely terrible. Let's go have a look at the goal, Batalla. Is he more than 30? Yeah, he is. So it's going to be a lot. Yeah, 32. 32. It depends how good of a team you've got in rare as well. Because you could win, obviously you can, if you're at podium, you could win absolutely loads. The bonus percentage you can get from having a high vault is crazy. It's actually really good. So yeah, about 32-ish for him. So if you wanted to vault him, he will get you the 200 of course. So 30, 60, 90. You can just pick up a load. It's interesting to see the strategy anyway. So let me know if you guys will be slow. Me personally, my strategy is I'm slowly ticking away. I'm not going to rush to spend hundreds and hundreds on just vaulting players because I want to actually have good enough teams. But I definitely think there's a strategy there. Like I said, with injured players, and also buying, if you win a few cash rewards here and there, buy a cheap goalkeeper like that, vault him straight away, and get your vault up. Happy days, get your vault up, and you will definitely see benefits. Like I said, if you've got good enough teams in season, happy days, you'll see benefits. So yeah, if you find anyone cheaper than like that £8 mark in limited especially, do let me know. But I think it is mainly goalkeepers that do get you the best vault score. But yeah, if you guys could drop a like, that would be appreciated. And if you guys are new to Sorare as well, use my link in the description. It will get you some benefits. But anyway, I'll catch you guys in the next one. Goodbye.